Okay, so these are all the things you need for the Instant Pot roasted ducks. You just need a stick of butter, some rosemary, salt, pepper, chicken broth, cutting board, scissors or knife, and I'm going to use this strainer, and then this is a 6-quart pot. I'm about to put an Instant Pot. And then I'm using this Instant Pot duo. Okay, so I removed out all of the gizzards and the neck and all the organs, and then that sauce pack is all out of there. I just pierced the skin. Now I'm about to put on salt and pepper all over it, and then I'm gonna start sauteing up this batter. Okay, so I just put salt and pepper, freshly ground pepper all over the duck, and then I stuffed the inside of it with some rosemary, and I took out all the whatever that was in there, internal organs. And now I have the saute on, and I'm waiting for this 2 tablespoons of butter to melt, and then when that melts, I'm gonna actually put this duck in there and fry it on both sides to make it crispy on the outside. But I'm actually gonna broil it after it's done. Okay, so I got the saute going, and I'm gonna start on the bottom side of the duck. So I'm sauteing the bottom side for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then I'm gonna set a timer. Then I'm about to clean up this raw duck to bleach. Okay, so I got this roasted in here. I just turned it over on its side and it's a little bit brown on the back side. So I'm just making sure it's all lightly, slightly brown. This is the bottom side that I was browning, so now it's slightly brown on this side. It took about 5 minutes, so I just flipped it over and I just started this back up for 6 more minutes. So I'm going to let it brown on this other side for 6 more minutes. In the recipe, it's using a 3-pound duck, but this is actually a 5.5-pound duck, so it's going to take longer to cook. Okay, I just took out the duck that I just browned. I just browned it on both sides with the butter in here, and then took it out. So now I'm going to add the chicken broth. It said to add at least half a cup in there. So I'm going to stir it up and try to get up all this like burnt crust. Let's try. Much later and turn the saute back on. Minutes. And it looks like I need more than half a cup in here, so I'm gonna add more. Probably another half cup in here. So I just put in like a cup of broth in here. I was supposed to drain the grease, but since I'm actually using this, I'm putting the duck on top of this, there's going to be some room in there, so that way it won't just be sitting in grease. Duck is really greasy, and you have to drain the grease. Usually when you cook in the oven, you have to drain the grease, but this is actually my first time cooking in an Instant Pot with duck, so it'll be worth a try. So I'm just trying to scrape up all of this burnt seasoning off of this, so that way it can cook, because the Instant Pot won't let you burn anything. Once it senses there's like burnt stuff on the bottom, it'll turn off and won't let you cook anymore. So there, it's like pulling up all that. There we go. Then after this is all smooth, I'm going to put that trivet back in here. I'm going to put the duck on top of it. Down in there, and all that broth has cooked up all the sticky stuff that was at the bottom of the ceramic pan. So now I'm about to put this on top of there. I just put the duck back in here, and I have it sitting on this strainer type thing. I think it's a trivet is what it's called. I'm trying to put that back in there. Okay, so yeah. So when it's done, this is about to be very hot. When I get it cooked all the way, I can just pull it out like that, and it'll come out. Instead of me trying to vajangle it with a fork and whatnot, this actually makes it so I can just take it out. And then it sits on top of this, and then it doesn't cook in all that grease, which is kind of like steams. So that's why I like using this. Alright, now I'm about to get the lid on, and then I'm about to start cooking it. Pressure cooking it. Okay, so I just put the lid back on here, and I have it in the closed lock position, and I'm getting ready to put it on this side so that way it doesn't vent. And then this recipe says to cook it for 25 minutes, but it's for a 3.5 pound turkey. Well, not turkey duck, but it's 3.5 pounds. This one that I have in here, it's 5.5 pounds. So I'm gonna actually cook it for an extra 20 minutes. So I'm gonna do pressure cook. It's on high pressure. It's gonna take, so the original recipe is for 25 minutes, and it seems like they're doing 10 minutes per pound. So there's 4.5 pound duck, then 5.5 pound duck. I might do for 43 minutes. Should I do 45? Yeah, I probably should do 45, so it's a 5.5 pound duck. And then I'm going to have it keep warm because it's supposed to do a natural release after it's done. So now it's on and it's cooking, so it should be done in 45 minutes. And this was thawed. This was a thawed duck, so if it was frozen it would take a lot longer than 45 minutes. I discovered that on my other video, if you watched it, where I tried cooking a frozen turkey breast. It takes a lot longer to cook a frozen poultry in this. Okay, so this has been a natural release, so it's been setting on keep warm for about 13 minutes, so all the pressure should mostly be released. I'm getting ready to turn it. Yeah, all the pressure's gone. It's been naturally released. I'm ready to open up. And I'm about to temp this to make sure it's at least 165 degrees for poultry. make sure it's cooked all the way. This cooked for 45 minutes. Alright. It looks like it might overcooked. Is that a thing? Yeah, it looks like a thing. Okay, so this cooked really fast. I probably should have done it less than 45 minutes. Okay. So it looks like it's done, but I'm going to attempt it to make sure to see how done it actually got. Yeah, it's climbing. It's very hot in here. It got really hot in here. Yeah, so I overcooked it. I cooked it for 45 minutes. It probably should have been, yeah, it was pretty, at least it's not dried out, but it's like falling off the bone, so it's cooked all the way. Set this on this. Yeah. Okay, so I have it sitting on the pan. I was getting ready to broil this. I'm going to take this off of here. It looks really done. And it's off. So it's not crispy up on top, so I'm actually going to put it, I'm going to start the broiler. Do a high broil on it for probably 4 or 5 minutes to make the top crispy. And then this is how much broth that is left over. So I'm actually going to save this broth. And this is about to go in there, and I'm actually going to make like a bone broth out of this. And I'm going to freeze it. And also I'm about to pour this over the top before I broil this. Okay, so I just dumped all that orange sauce over the top of this, and I'm getting ready to broil it for probably 4 minutes. Just to make the outside of it crispy and to heat up the orange sauce. Okay, so I have the high broil on, and it's looking like it is golden brown up on top. So I'm getting ready to take it out and look at it. So it's very important when you have the high broil on, make sure you keep an eye on it because it has broiled roasted up on top very good, fast.